Hello traders, today is 18th of May, my name is Hornsey, market analyst for YouTrading, and today we're looking at the British pound. So here we can see the British pound versus US dollar. We had a big move yesterday as we waited for FOMC Fed Chair Powell to speak. Obviously, we got a bullish close yesterday, but we have just retraced most of that this morning in the London session. So if we just look, we've got the Bank of England. That was on the 5th of May. They raised rates, but the pound versus US dollar sold off. The day before that was the Federal Reserve FOMC when they raised rates. So here we have two key central bank sort of decisions. Both were rate hikes, but the pound sold off. So yesterday's price action into Fed Chair Powell's speech actually pushed up through the Federal Reserve daily low here. We've obviously found some resistance in that sort of area between 1.25 and 1.26, looking to see if we get a pullback down to Monday's high, so the 16th of May's high. I was hoping we'd get a pullback there and then see if we can go up higher, take out the liquidity that's probably resting above these two daily highs, and then see if we can get up to 1.27 and maybe test the low of the 25th of April. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now, if I go to the YouTrading.com for its heat map, we can see that the pound is the weakest across the board. So we're actually looking for continued weakness today. The yen is currently the strongest, closely followed by the US dollar. So a pound short versus the US dollar or yen is still my sort of favored look for the moment. Go back to the active trader platform, go down here. The pound versus US dollar, we've got 61% of traders trying to go long. So again, if it's not a particularly high number of traders trying to go long, if it was in the 70s or 80s, then I'd be more keen to take a short and fade their position. The yen, 64% of traders are actually trying to go short the pound versus the yen. So we should really start to look for going long, which would go against this current daily sentiment and the momentum. So if I look on the actual pound versus the yen, just clear this off. We have started to push towards this swing high here. So the 9th of May is a pretty decent swing high, looking to see if we can get back above that on the pound versus the yen. I am looking for Monday's highs to act as support. So ideally, like I said, on the pound versus US dollar, it'd be good to get down to the Monday high, find support, and then go a lot higher. Looking at the pound versus the Australian dollar, CAD, and New Zealand, so the pound versus the commodity pairs, lots of traders are actually trying to go along the pound versus the commodity pairs. I mean, this 93% of the traders trying to go long pound versus Aussie. We look here, we are actually, if I go to a weekly chart, I'll put a note that we're actually inside a weekly range. So the beginning of May, that week sort of gave us the range. Last week, we were inside that, and this week, we're still inside the range. So looking for essentially a breakout. If the pound Australian dollar, 93% of traders are trying to go long, maybe we should be looking to take out this double sort of equal lows here around 1.72 to 1.715. So looking for a short in the pound versus the sort of commodity pairs. Looking at the pound versus New Zealand dollar, it has been making slightly higher highs. There's no real sort of market structure sort of trade off on this weekly chart. If I go to the daily, again, we see this impulsive move to the downside. They have found resistance at that low before that big sort of move down. So 1.96 looks to be resistance at the moment. We closed above it. Now we're closing below it. See if we can actually get a lower low and then maybe break out of this current channel that we see price action sort of within. So going back to the pound versus US dollar, ideally, whilst we've got weak pound momentum, it'd be good to see the pound come down, test this high here from Monday, just as a confirmation that there is support there, that there are buyers there, and then ideally, I'm targeting the 1.265 and this Bank of England daily high. All right, that's what I'm looking for on the pound. Hope you have a good day. I'll speak to you again tomorrow.